Hello and welcome to the stream. We are live on the final day of bingo. I'm going to turn down the volume because I know I turned that up a lot. That should do. Yes, Yuval, you are correct. The stream does end today when I get a Golden Goblin. That is the goal. There's a couple other things that I need to do ahead of time though. I'm going to back away from the spider mosh pit there. I need to craft a T6 or higher potion, and I may try to do some of these manual goals. Not sure. And then I'm also going to do some fishing, just to get a little bit of fishing XP. Not too much. But our main goal today is going to be Golden Goblin. So I'm going to send out a notification to the Discord server. If you're tuning in from the VOD just now, you can get notified of future streams by joining that Discord. It's linked down in the description below. Or you can subscribe with notifications on. Either one should notify you of future streams. If you want to be here to catch me live. I usually go live around this time. First few days at the start of the month. Usually it's about 3 days to complete a bingo card. And we're right on track to do that this day as well. Alright. So the notification has been sent out. We have about an hour of potions left, which is good for us. We should be able to get into whatever the next splash is. We have the Bingo Brewers mod ready for that. I've been collecting minions. We have made a sizable amount of progress towards the string collection. I just need to remember to collect it. With Derpy and cheese, it takes about maybe 2.5 hours to fill up all of my minions here. I will not be raising them any higher than a T5 right now, because I want to transfer this string over to my Iron Man profile. Just to get some minions built up a little bit more. And I might also transfer over these spider eyes too. But this stack of spider eyes here, we're going to need to go into the hub. We should just be able to buy it from the farm merchant here. Take out a few coins. And get a stack of mushrooms and a stack of cane. I don't like how they change NPC stuff. But there we go. 1 fermented spider eye. And then to increase it from a T5 potion, because that's what most of these secondary level ingredients will get you here. We're going to need this glowstone block as well. So we go to the island. Break our glowstone. And then this brewing stand that I prepped earlier. Ooh. I think it's because I have awkward potions. So I'm just going to get rid of the netherwort. Weakness is weird. It doesn't actually require awkward potions. You just throw it directly in with a water bottle. Alright, let me pull up stream chat. And weakness 5. We throw the glowstone in here and we're going to get weakness T6 potion. And that'll be us done with another bingo task right off the bat. I guess I can reply to you all directly. I said in the stream, but yeah. Until Golden Goblin. And there we go. That's a lot of alchemy levels. Okay. Next up, we actually need to get Heart of the Mountain 4. We're not quite there yet. We're close, but we're gonna need, I think, 1 or 2 more commissions to get there. Maybe 3 if we really suck. This is true. This is true. It could be a very long stream. It could be a very short stream. 10 titanium and royal. And we need how much? That should just be that one commission there. 10 titanium and royal. The good news is Sky Mall isn't a tiered level perk, so I can just get it at whatever tier they give it to me at. I'm gonna need to do that bingo beggar thing where it's like, hey, can anybody get me titanium in the royal mines? Whoop. Ah, yes, Yvonne. Yvonne, yes. Yes. 10 Kaita Royal. I was just about to start begging. Nope. Absolutely nothing. Hey, Yvonne. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. More titanium than I can even handle. It spawns faster than I can mine it. I'm almost certain that this is not what the admins had in mind for early game mining, but when you do the same cycle of commissions, like 40 times to get your Heart of the Mountain up, you're not gonna sit through legitimate mining commissions. Alright. PC done. DY. I'm hoping that that's everything. Spawns faster than I can mine. And there we go. Heart of the Mountain T4. We're going to need to reset our tree. And then up we go. No tokens remain. I don't know if this helps at all, but I'm dumping everything I have into Luck of the Cave. Alright, well, I can actually get behind that. Although I would appreciate your viewership, Yuval. Hello. Now you can hear me live in real time. You can hear me mauled. Alright, let's see. Currently 50 mining fortune. Starting at 015. Let's see how long it takes. This is also without Dreadlord's sword. I'm wondering if I should prep that at all. Because I've got looting. You know, there is something I can do though. Mining speed. I'm already getting sidetracked. I don't think I've ever talked to this bestiary guy up here. And you don't get the extra bestiary stuff unless you've unlocked the bestiary, from my understanding. So I'm going to make sure that that is claimed. Because you get like a couple more magic find. Anything to cope for additional stats here. He does give me, like, a whole paragraph worth of information, though. Thanks. Please. Wait. Oh, that's just his repeated dialogue. I thought that I was having to go through his dialogue to unlock things. Alright, now if we go back here. Did you get a Dreadlord sword, or did you just use your weapon to melee kill things? Yeah, okay. Well, there's the first goblin egg. Second one, we're already on our way up. So I told you of all this, I think, post-stream the other day, but my goal is to get about 2 stacks of goblin eggs, and then I'm just gonna throw all of the extra ones that I get. And by stack, I mean, do they go up to 16 and then stop, or... I want to get 32 goblin eggs. And are you all done with spider collection there, Yvonne? Okay. Have you just been doing minions, or have you been manually doing any of your collections there? Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Do you know if SkyMall, like when you've been checking, is the same as SkyMall on your main profile? Because when I had 10x goblin rates on my bingo, I swapped over to my main, and I still had 10x goblin rates. If that's the case, you wouldn't even need to swap over to check. You don't have SkyMall on your main? Oh yeah, I guess depending on what you're doing, you could skip over that. Does SkyMall work in the glacial tunnels there? Yeah. I don't know, some of those SkyMall abilities are kind of helpful. Hmm. Yeah, but like a mining pickaxe ability cooldown, that'd be pretty nice to have. Helps you spawn in the shafts faster. Yeah, getting 5x titanium when you don't really need it. I don't know why I'm not immune to fire. Did I not get splashed with fire res this last splash? Oh. I guess it's a cosmetic item. Cosmetic potion. Similar to burning, I think that it's considered a negative potion effect. So you have to apply it to yourself. But people still put it in their splashes because it's a potion. Which is silly, because you're wasting so much money doing that. I appreciate the sentiment there, but I'm a little occupied. I know that it's most likely automatic, especially with that funny character. Huge. Let me head to those coordinates right now. I guess if you get a Vanguard, I can hop over on my main and do some Gamba. I will derail the stream for possible pendant. The live reaction moment is it's too great to pass up. Whee. You say this, but as I mentioned before off stream, I've managed to throw multiple sets of 16, and I haven't gotten anything from them. I guess I would have a full day to grind, and I've already gotten about 6, so I'll probably have upwards of 12 per day that I can get. Okay. Because I get the extra goblin chance with my powder. Yep, I know. That's the only thing I've leveled. I am very lucky here, though. It's been a while since I got another egg. I looked at this last time. The goblins, they have different rates of dropping goblin eggs. You can also get a Bleg with the perk. 100% chance. Are you sure that's how it works? Is you just throw one Bleg and then you're done? Okay. Would be quite a waste, but I could. If I didn't have an Iron Man profile, I would 100% do that rather than transferring it over. I mean, with these rates, I might even be able to get 16 in a day. What's funny about this goal is it could be the first egg that I throw, or I could have to throw like 100 of them. And it's all just about like, do I... Because I could throw all 10 of these right now. And then I could get it. And yeah, there is no pity system for the eggs, so I could throw 1,000 of them. It may be a statistical anomaly for me to do so, but I could. I think that a lot of the random events in this game need to have some sort of pity system. For example, like imagine you could craft up eggs into different tiers. So, imagine if you could craft, I don't know, 8 in each slot in a plus shape gets you a green egg, and then maybe 4 in each shape gets you a yellow egg, and up and up we go, up until you can craft yourself a guaranteed blue goblin egg. Or maybe you have to craft it with something else, like maybe they're infused with, like, to get a blue egg, you have to craft it with a bunch of diamonds. Or lapis. I guess lapis would make more sense, because it's like a blue dye. To get a red egg, you have to craft it with a bunch of redstone. Green is emeralds, yellow is gold. I think that a high amount of diamonds makes more sense than a high amount of lapis. Well, that's another thing, is if I'm grinding a... I got very lucky here, I got a full set of goblin armor really quick. But you could grind out these armor pieces and just be missing one of the armor pieces for a long time when grinding out. That's what used to happen all the time to me when I was grinding out glassite. It's why I grind full sets of glassite armor, even if there's a mining-focused bingo. I consider it lucky because I've managed to get all the unique armor pieces. A lot of the times when you grind armor in this game, you're stuck with like 5 chest plates, 4 helmets, 2 pairs of boots, and 0 pairs of leggings, for example. They could make armor work like how the tools work, or something similar to it. Make it so that if you have... I don't think armor pieces... What is that? Well, currently that's how Mines of Devon's tools work. Stream disconnected. Crazy. Are we back? Are we live? Yeah, we look to be back. But yeah, as I was saying, if you get Mines of Devon's tools, that guarantees that you're going to get 1 full set of tools before you start getting duplicates. Add that mechanic to robot parts. See? There's so many areas where RNG exists in the game where it doesn't need to exist. Or, like for the glassite, use the glassite jewels to craft a full set of armor. Allow people to craft their robot parts into other kinds of robot parts. Or use like a generic wildcard component to fulfill the slot. Like, some RNG is fine, and it's nice to have a little bit of discovery, like, oh, I got this rare drop. I get the appeal in that. But having a chase drop of a specific component there, having it be completely RNG, that becomes not fun. Oh. You will not escape me that easily. Nice try, though. Is it of a Vanguard variety? I've had to explain this to a few people. If you look on the sidebar, you can actually see the ID of the dungeon. For example, if it says TUNG1, that's a tungsten mine shaft. Or if it says Perry 2, that is a crystal mine shaft with a peridot crystal. So that would be a ruby crystal. Yep. And then the fair mine shaft is what they call Vanguard. which is pretty funny. Because the skeleton key mechanic with the RNG there is anything but fair. Well, yeah, if you spawn and see gold, you know that it's a Vanguard. Is this a bingo player? It is a bingo player. Getting out-competed with a bingo player. Shoot. There we go. Okay. It's really annoying when this guy follows me everywhere. It's one thing to share the space, it's another thing to be a griefer on a bingo profile, my guy. Holy. Like, if you see me going down a tunnel, maybe don't follow me. Because we're competing for resources. Well, it sounds like you've split your minions between Spider and Oak there. Because I have slightly more Spider. Oh my gosh. Are you able to speak? I just want to collude with you. Stop being so locked in, my guy. I'm about to lobby hop. This guy just will not stop. Because one option is that you could go down into the pit there. And I prefer going around the campfire. But some people can get by completely fine in this pit here. For me, there's just too much verticality there. I feel like I'm jumping all around a bunch of different things. And also, they like to burn themselves in this fire. They have the intelligence of your average floor 5 player. Like, no, the fire kills you. Something like that, yeah. If I thought fire ticks up there were bad, fire ticks up here aren't much better. More powder, yippee! Time to go mining. And if I had a Dreadlord sword, I likely wouldn't have to compete with someone like Cookie Gods there. But as a melee, it's just whoever one-shots the thing first. There's no out-competing someone there. Push for Heart of the Mountain 7 on the bingo profile. Unlock mine shafts. Grind out multiple skeleton keys and get lucky with a pendant. Sub 9 time. Let's see. Join the chain of bingo players in the corner. $26 eggs. We're approaching the time that I said I was trying. $21. What? What? 21 hours? What is that guy doing? They've been on for like half of the time that the bingo card has been released. Cold resistance, crazy. I mean, among other things, yeah, cold resistance is a bit extraneous there. Blindness is considered a negative potion effect. I don't think that it actually works on other players. It's the same way you can't splash them with poison or wounded or burning. They're considered negative effects. You see. Commission. Do people just not know how to read chat? I'm not even asking people like, hey, please go away, I'm trying to do bingo. I'm being very considerate. Do you have a commission? I'll move. I joke about it, but I don't actually drink coffee. I actually avoid caffeine. Will I? Who knows? I think so. And if I don't, on average it should take 7 hours. Lovely. Well, I should be getting more eggs than that during that time. Spare eggs to throw. And it's my stubborn moment here. Because I could just wait it out now that I have all of these goblin eggs. and then cycle over, but I want to do it live for the theatrics of it. Change the stream title. Stream ends when Golden Goblin. Golden Goblin subathon. But then I'd have to go into the YouTube studio. Also, that's kind of long-winded. I think I have something about it in the description. I did it very formally. We end things off with Golden Goblin, the most RNG of all the bingo tasks. Because honestly, I can't think of anything worse than Golden Goblin there. Because it combines all of my least favorite things about bingo. RNG, repeatedly doing something over and over again and hoping that you get something different, and the toxicity of people on their main profiles, like whatever that guy's name is supposed to be, ice spraying all the mobs in front of my face. It's not a goal that I can do on my own, or sit in the garden, or swap to a private hub. I'm forced into public lobbies with the most public, most commonly killed creatures. And there is no consideration, I feel like, by the staff team on how annoying this actually is. Make it kill a Golden Goblin. Why spawn a Golden Goblin and then not kill it? Or is the problem that we already have one of those tiered tasks for killing Golden Goblins already? We can't have another one. Remove the goal entirely then. Yeah, that's how it was before, and then they bug fixed it. And rather than keeping things the way that it was, that everybody was fine with, they had to change the game. No, because the title of the bingo goal always said spawn a Golden Goblin with a Goblin Egg, which I thought was just hinting at the player, like, oh, by the way, you can spawn them off of an egg, or you can mine. Like, it gave the player a choice to do it in 2 different ways. I could be stacking up a community goal right now. Going for my Mine Ores community task and going for the Golden Goblin at the same time. I don't care about bingo points that much, but I'd love to multitask. Wow. How far behind are you now? %. Okay. Still not used to that name. And there we go. Oh, one more. Nope. Live on bingo. I don't need to take that splash. Okay, so Mr. Ice Spray has been here for a while. I think your mission is done. Yeah, hop and lobby might be the way to go. But it's like, it's still really good when they're not here. It's just annoying when they decide to come back. I think it's the fire stingers that give additional goblin egg chance there. Hmm? Hey Yaval, I know that you're here at least. Did you know that dropping a like on the stream helps promote it to other people? And if there's any lurkers or VOD watchers, you can like the stream as well to push my content out so other people can find it. Just saying. Yeah, would greatly appreciate it. I need to go back into some of the previous VODs there and see if anyone other than Yaval has liked the stream. You find those mine shafts really quickly there. Nope. Different ice spray person. They sure like ice spraying. I wonder if, because it's a trade profile, I wonder if they just like find a video and the video tells them ice spray good, go get ice spray. Or if it's because they saw like a ton of people in the end using ice spray and now they have to have one. Like what brings someone to get an ice spray? Because there's better items out there. There's the precursor if you want to have the hit scan. I mean, museum, yeah, and I have one for museum too, but I don't think I've ever used an ice spray. If I wanted something where I would right-click and kill things, I'd get an Aurora Staff. If I wanted to hit scan and get bestiary like that, or kills, I'd use a Precursor Eye. If I wanted something for range, I could use a Spirit Scepter. I feel like an ice spray is just a little overpriced and situational there. Okay. Average of 7 hours according to Yval to get a Golden Goblin. 10x Golden Goblin on Sky Mall. Yeah. But that's an average. We could get it sooner. Or we just keep grinding for eggs and throwing them out there. It's about a 1 in 50 chance to get Golden Goblin from an egg toss. And I've already gotten well over 50 eggs. It's just that I'm holding a bunch of them in reserve in case we get Golden Goblin. Alright, see ya, Yval. I appreciate you for stopping by. Talk to you after the workout, I guess. I may be here. I may, in fact, still be here. We'll see. Crazy. The lack of confidence is concerning there. Ow. Give me a chance to move. Encoding overloaded. I think that's because of the CPU. I'm going to do a little bit of technical debugging here for a second. 15% more powder while mining. Let's go. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything that would be an issue here. Like, obviously, OBS's CPU usage would be high. But the network usage is fine.
My bus got delayed 30 minutes, so
Oh.
I guess I'm here.
Jump scare. Hi, Yval.
Hi.
I may need to turn you down today. You're louder.
No, I'm not exhausted from the workout yet, you see? That's the problem.
Yeah, the workout's what quiets you down there.
It actually does. It surprisingly actually does. I wanna see how that sounded in stream. Give me a sec.
Okay. Well, I'm currently having technical difficulties on my stream where encoding is overloaded, and I'm not sure as to why. Sure, I'll deposit whatever I have there. That's a lot of powder for 15 tickets. Nope. Another 8 goblin eggs spent. And no luck. Why do you have a cow head on? I don't understand.
It sounded well in stream. I just checked.
Yeah.
I guess I'm getting a level or two more. You know, it's so sad. I put leveled up a hound pet yesterday, and I put it in cat, and now I'm leveling a spider pet, but it's legendary because I forgot it had mythic. So now I need to wait 10 days before I can upgrade it.
You'll get there eventually. There isn't any rush to level up your pet. Right?
You mean, like, up the rarity, right? Not
Like for Derpy, you just gotta get the XP. It doesn't matter what rarity they're at yet.
For some reason, the hound felt way slower. Like, right now I'm doing spider, obviously, and yesterday the hound just felt so slow. This feels quick. So, psychology, I guess?
Hmm.
I'm probably just noticing patterns that aren't there.
Possibly. Yeah, well, I'm struggling to understand what the issue with OBS is right now. It says that there's an encoding issue, but nothing on my performance side of things is indicating any issues. Like, I'm not overusing the CPU, the GPU, the memory. I've checked computer temperatures now. And the only change that I've made is I'm using noise suppression, which might induce a little bit more CPU usage.
But it's just a little bit.
But I'm at like 20% CPU usage on my computer. So I have no clue why.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah. Good question.
This stream might be of a lower quality, but I will take a look next time around and see what the issue would be.
In this case, there's quantity over quality because I expect this to be a long stream.
This is true, this is true. This is not going to be one of those streams that people like VOD watch all the way through. I'd be surprised if they do.
Yep.
I'm trying to go for batches of about 8 eggs and then throwing them all at once. And we'll see how far over the average we get there.
That's the most copium thing I've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, it takes 1 in 50 on average. I'll get there eventually.
1 in 150.
Well, that's how it feels, but the odds in the game are 1 in 50.
If you want, it's not gonna actually speed up the process. But instead of doing badges of 8, do badges of 10, so you feel like you're getting to the 50 eggs mark faster. But you're not actually, because the difference is so tiny.
I just like thinking in various powers of 2 because block game. We go up to sets of 64. I know when I've thrown 8 sets, I'm at a stack.
Yeah, fair.
Humans, we're supposed to think in like base 10 because of our fingers, and then block game has ruined my brain, and I think in like binary.
I know how to think in binary, mod 10, and I think also mod 12 and 7 because of my math class.
Hmm.
Yeah, either 12 and 7 or 5 and, or 4 and 7.
Well, I'll take your advice, and for the next 5 sets of eggs, I'll get 10 this time.
You will, it will feel better.
I don't know. I think no matter what I do, I'm gonna feel horrible. But oh, I'm done.
Actually,
Yeah, I got through like
where's my
4 of those eggs from that set of 10 there. All right,
son of a bitch?
I don't actually need these eggs, so let's throw the 32 eggs that I got and see how many show up. 0.
0.
Okay, very cool. Thanks, Gam.
Well, that wasn't a very long stream, was it?
Well, I didn't change the title Stream Ends When I Get Golden Goblin. I want to try... I'm gonna go Warp Barn. I want to try out Arachne. Just see how miserable it is doing an Arachne during Derpy here.
Do not.
But I want to try it. I want to feel the pain and suffering, Yuval.
If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you.
Good.
For now.
Why is this guy shooting arrows at cows? I don't understand. I'm going to the desert. I'm killing mushrooms now.
Why are you... What?
I think the guy was shooting arrows so that he could sword swap over to a cow axe to get slightly more cow drops.
Doesn't work, I tried with chickens, so I know it doesn't work on chickens.
Okay. Well, now I'm stumped as to why they're shooting not even a short bow, but like a regular, I'm gonna draw back the bow and shoot kind of bow. I don't know why.
You wonder why, you wonder how, you wonder why. Yesterday you told me about the blue sky. Actually, if it's copyrighted, then please cut it out.
That I don't edit my streams, Yuval. If it's copyrighted, they're gonna beam me. That's the thing, is in the future, I'm gonna have some modest amount of popularity, and then they're gonna go through my backlog of streams, and every single instance, even of terrible karaoke, they're gonna try to get me on it. The good news is, if you're not singing for automation to pick it up, it's a lot harder for them to go through and manually claim.
For the record, I wasn't singing. I was quoting from a song. It's totally different.
Yeah. Okay. I also think you can sing a small snippet of the song without getting completely beamed to the next century, but
I'm not sure about that.
I'd rather not risk it, especially with, like, the music media companies. They tend to be very strict with their copyright.
Mm-hmm. Which pet did I say I'm gonna do after spider? What? A hermit crab.
Hermit crab is fun. You'll need it for later.
Yeah. I went through my pets menu and just picked out the ones that are most likely going to use at a point in the future.
I mean, I just manually leveled the hermit crab from fishing, and it didn't take too long. Because it's one of those fishing pets you actively want to fish with, unlike
Um,
Yeti or something.
I'm only going to use it for like treasure pits, just so I don't steal it.
Hmm.
Unless the mythic perk is really good.
It is.
Oh, is it?
It's making it meta for hotspot fishing, and if you want to get your hotspot sea creatures, you're gonna want a hermit crab.
Why? Man. Uh-huh. 20%. That's good.
All right, let's see. Warp, arachne.
Good luck.
That's another thing. There might be nobody doing arachne, because why would you do arachne?
That's why I rushed bingo. The first 4 hours,
Yeah.
the grace period between grace period it actually is, but that was not the word I was intending to use. The period between bingo starting and Derpy starting, I grinded every piece of end armor and all the spider minions,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't have to suffer as much as you're about to.
Mm, that didn't seem too bad. But I was positioned 6th there. I need to get higher. Oops.
Oh, you're in a lobby with 6 other people doing arachne.
I'm in a lobby with not a lot of bingo players doing arachne, yes. So it's hard for me to outcompete the damage there. But I did join about halfway through, so I might be able to beat some of these guys. Like, what weapon do you have?
I was in a lobby with like 3 people, 2 of which were bingo.
I mean, my weapon is better than their shaman sword, so...
Shaman sword is the pre-upgraded pooch sword, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. How would you ever use a shaman sword for arachne? You'll never know. Also, it's kind of funny to me that level 80 pets aren't 80% of the way there, but
Yeah.
level 99 pets are pretty much 99% of the way there.
Yeah.
So every time someone says, "Oh, my pet is level 80 and I'm 80% there," as a joke, I just reply, "Well, if your pet were level 99, you would be 99% there."
So, it does get a little bit of string, but relative to how quick minions go, I don't know. I don't think this is worth it. It's a lot better for Spider Eyes than it is for string, in my opinion, there.
Not your opinion, it's factually better for spider eyes.
Well,
It drops more spider eyes.
yeah, that's what I meant. It's an observation.
You said, in my opinion.
Okay.
That you can blame my English teacher for that. He had a 20-minute talk with us about a 20-minute talk with us about opinions and facts. Okay, blame her, not me. Also,
Okay.
they just got to 50,000. Yeah, I'm pretty much 51k on string and 80k on oak. By the time I finish my workout, I think oak is going. My oak minions are going to be full, which is saddening.
Mhm.
And I don't know about my spider minion. Well, time for me to go again.
Again. Well, I think I'm nearly done here on the stream as well. I want to do fishing to get like a little bit of fishing XP, and then it's just going to be collecting minions periodically there, swapping out the oak for, or the spider for a bunch of oak minions. And that's why I haven't been enchanting my oak here, so I can craft a bunch of minions up and swap them the moment that I'm ready to. Okay. Bye-bye. Alright. We're gonna go and plant a little bit of dirt. It's the same cost. I'm gonna make a platform of grass. Moments that I wish I had the builder's wand on bingo. I mean, this might be a little bit of overkill here, but I'm gonna build it anyways. Alright, and I'm hoping that's good enough for everything that I need to get done here. Alright, now we're going to go into the hub and talk to the fish merchant, which is relocated to here, I think? Yeah. And then I could enchant the fishing rod, but that would take effort. Oh. Very cool. Now that we're done with that, we have participation in every single community goal here. We have everything completed except for the 2 minion goals. We're going to finish up string collection, likely before I sleep today, because that's just how fast this minion goal gets done, as long as I'm collecting it. And then Oakwood collection is swapping out the minions, maybe doing it manually off stream if needed, but we're done with that. And then I could go for some cheese as well. Just cycle around so that I can fuel up my oak minions with cheese. But for all intents and purposes, the stream ended much quicker than I thought it would today. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. And today, with the Golden Goblin, I'm feeling pretty lucky. So, thank you for joining. It's a very, very short stream today. Less than an hour, actually. I could have saved a few more things for today's stream, but I fully expected it to go on for at least 4 hours. That's about how long it took the last time. That being said, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you all for stopping by. If you would want to be notified of future streams or just to hang out and ask me any questions, you can leave them in the comments below or join the Discord. I'll see you next month, next bingo, and maybe a little sooner if I feel like streaming.